Come with me as we install this DS3. Here we have an AP Systems microinverter, model DS3L. We want to make sure our voltage matches our panel that we're pairing it with, and then our grid matches our grid connection points. We're going to install our trunk line now. And to start that, we're going to find the end of our trunk line or the beginning, but we're going to be putting an end cap on it as we lay out for our micros. We're going to trim this back about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. You can do that with a simple razor knife by lightly scoring this outer jacket and making one vertical slice up. Then you can come and peel off the unit, exposing the inner wires. You're going to want to make sure that these are trimmed and smooth. So we're going to separate our line 1, line 2, and ground. We're going to install the nut first, and then the end of the end cap. It has separations inside here, and you'll feel it go all the way on, just like that. You're going to hold that still in one hand and lightly start twisting the end cap on. Then you can get it really cranked down. The true test, if you have it tight enough, is if you can tug on it and it's not going to go. It makes a watertight connection. Then we can lay it in our rail. We'll put some wire management clips in. Now, we know our panels are 41 inches, so we need to have our micro underneath the panel. I'm going to insert my MLP clamp, bring my micro up, set it on the rail so I know my ground lug is underneath and biting the rail. You're going to want to make sure you torque it down to the manufacturer specifications for your type of racking. With Unirack, we're at 140 pounds per inch. Now, we're going to take our Y-bus cable and plug it into our trunk cable. But remember, we ship these trunk cables with a protective cap. So you're going to want to remove that cap prior to plugging it in. And then wait for it. You're going to want to hear that click and give it a good tug test. I'm going to tuck this back in the rail and add another wire management clip. Now, it's key to remember to have nice smooth radiuses on any connection point, especially DC wires or the AC trunk cable. So we have our connection made, we have our end cap on. Now we have the other end or the beginning of our trunk cable that finishes our circuit out. You're going to strip it back and you're going to install this into your junction box, on your rail, through your rooftop, and into your solar breaker. Once you're finished with your trunk layout, your micro layout, and you're ready to set panels, you want to take a quick pause and remember, pull the serial numbers off, make a sticker map so you know where each micro is, and you'll be able to use that in commissioning your system. Remember, we have per panel technology, and you have a dual MPT input on each micro. This DSL3 model puts out 768 watts. With solar panels, you have MC4 connectors, a positive and a negative. They're going to correlate with a positive and negative on the microinverter. And now on this microinverter, we have channel 1 and channel 2. Make sure you plug in one panel to channel 1 and a secondary panel into channel 2. Never cross or mix them. We got our module laid, and as you can see, these DC whips off of the back of the module actually reach our microinverter with no problem. They're actually a little bit long. So I'm going to be able to shorten these wires up by making a couple series of loops here and being able that I have all the wire off the roof for proper wire management. Now, we're going to be plugging into channel 1. We're going to leave channel 2 open currently as we are only going to put one panel down. So I'm going to do the proper wire management and click these in. Secondary, As you can see where our panel is and our micro is, we got plenty of room to work on the micro without the first panel getting in the way, and we're going to be completely underneath panel number 2. Once you have your wire management done up underneath your panels and using the proper clips, we're going to hook this in, and we're going to want to make sure that we hear this click as we go in. We know that's securely fastened. So we're going to click in the positive line now. And remember, you can hear that click and do that tug test. We plugged into channel 1, leaving channel 2 open to receive the next module. If you find your layout has to change or modify and your DC cables won't reach your connection point to the micros, we do sell 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, and 4 meter whip DC extensions, pre-manufactured with the proper ends and connection points. And then you just go ahead and click those in like you do proper wire management, and you're all set. Remember, less is more. Less connections is better, and proper layout and proper wire management is always key. I hope you enjoyed this quick install of this DS3.